Welcome back to the build. Last video we finished texturing all of the walls with a knockdown skip trowel old world style plaster look, and now I'm going through and doing some last minute touch up, like any place that needs a little bit of sanding or caulking or whatever before we get ready to shoot primer on the walls and ceilings. Most of that's pretty well done. Now I am just masking off doors and windows using there's a 12 pack of plastic drop cloths that are 9 by 12 feet. Get them at the local big box store. Cut them out to the size you need, tape them around the windows. Tried stapling them, but I don't like the way that it doesn't really hold as well as I want it to. If I'm kind of getting too close to it with a spray gun, I don't want it to blow off and then end up with primer all over my windows. So we got a PVA primer from the local big box store, Valspar Pro brand. You can guess where I got it. I got pretty good reviews on bare drywall, raw drywall. So we're going to spray that on the ceilings and then back roll it. Let that all kind of dry, reassess, make sure we like it before we spray it on the walls. Hopefully by the end of this video, all the walls will be white. Let's get to work. These are scraps left over from the upstairs windows, which I've already done. This little step stool certainly is helpful. Jamie picked this up when we started doing texturing, and it's been a nice addition to the toolbox. All right, so I don't care if I get primer in here because we're going to be building our jamb extensions out of wood. Boxing these all out nice. Tape that business. Not sure how you make a masking, priming, and painting video that is remotely interesting. I will say, it seems to be quite a bit faster and easier doing these ICF hung windows, more so than the 2x6 openings upstairs, because you got all this room. One down and a lot more to go. I could only get extra large. I don't know. Doesn't really look too extra large to me, but whatever. Where's my spaceship? This is the Graco Magnum Project Painter Plus. It's a good little DIY sprayer. Comes with a big old 50-foot hose, spray gun, pump, airless sprayer. Fire and explosion. High pressure spray, blah, blah, blah. Basically it says don't point this at yourself and spray yourself because it'll inject your skin, basically like a pressure washer, poly. Take this off. Here's I got the little extension gadget because we're doing ceilings. You don't feel like getting up and down on a bench or ladder. It comes with that generic tip. What we're going to put on the cool reversible tip that unclogs if you get clogged. Give you a container of pump armor, which you put into the pump when you're done using it, and that saves it from clogging up and basically ruining it. So you store this with this liquid in it. That's handy. Do not remove this tag. Stupid thing. Plug in your hose. Low, start, high spray. All right, so that's right. Put it on start. This does have fluid in it, that pump armor stuff. So I need a bucket. All right, put this in prime. Turn the pressure control knob to start, which it is. Turn the power switch on and let it flow for 30 to 60 seconds. Submerge. Turn the power switch on, wait, watch for paint to come out of the drain tube, then turn the power switch off. All right, here goes nothing. Power switch on. Okay. There we go. Okay, primer coat is finished. Wow, that was about 2-3 days. And this little sprayer, what is this, the Magnum Project Painter Plus from Graco. Not sponsored, but I bought it from Amazon. It's an amazing little tool. I mean, it's rated for up to 50 gallons a year, they say, but I just sprayed 45 gallons. I would say this thing is worth it by far if you're spraying a very large room or multiple rooms or an entire house or like a whole fence or something. But if you just have one room to do, this is not worth setting up because you got to set it up, prime it. It wastes a little bit of paint, quite a bit of paint, when you go to clean it up. And the cleanup process is a process. I mean, setting it up and cleaning it up and all that, messing with it takes about an hour of time all in. But like I said, if you're doing a whole lot of walls, this thing saves a ton of time. And you can put, I mean, I can do a 15 by 15 room, ceiling and walls, in about 10 to 15 minutes. Whereas with a roller, you're, dipping paint in the roller up and down, and it's a lot more actual physical work. Whereas spraying it, nice and easy. Definitely worth having. Having the extension wand, absolute must to get the ceilings. So you're not up and down on ladders or a bench or something. And the other thing is this reversible tip. So if you get a clog, you just twist this, spray it, and it blows out the clog, and you twist it back, and then you're back in business. If I didn't have this, it probably clogged half dozen times out of 45 gallons. I would have had to stop, kind of take it apart and clean it. That is a no-no. Get the one that has this reversible thing that lets you blow out any clogs. Overall, the Valspar PVA primer, absolutely great. I love it. It has great coverage. It goes on super smooth. I can't say enough about it. It's really good stuff. I was pretty surprised because it's, $43 for a 5-gallon bucket versus something like Kills, which is a higher end. It'll cover anything, but for bare brand new drywall and mud, this stuff really good. I did order a pressure roller kit that goes with this. When we go to actually paint the paint on the wall, the color, I want to be able to use that and roll it on. Supposedly it's 4 times faster than a regular roller because you're not having to dip it into a paint tray. You're not using paint trays and all that. It basically just goes on this gun, and it's got a extension with a roller on it, and you squeeze it and you just keep going. You don't have to dip your roller. So can't wait to get that. It should be here tomorrow. And I'll use that, like I said, to put the color on the walls. Should be fun to try and focus because everything is pure white, and you usually need something to focus on. It's a little dim in here because probably got some overspray on the lights, but the stuff will dry and get rid of the blotches. So here you can maybe see some of the detail in the texture. So once that dries, it'll be all solid and uniform. I didn't back roll the walls or anything because after it dries, it's really smooth and uniform. Don't even need to back roll. This is still drying. All right, here's the kitchen. The basement we just came up, bathroom. It's dark in there. Pantry. Be a pretty nice little pantry. There's a bedroom. Focus. All right. Kitchen. Dining-ish area. Living room-ish area. So I still got to do there, and I'm going to use a roller on the scaffold to do that, just because it's not worth spraying. And that'll be real quick. It's a blank canvas, man. Really excited. Okay, that's going to do it for this one. Appreciate y'all watching. I got to go do some work on the well, man. Bad luck comes in threes, they say. Super high lumber prices. Something wrong with my well. And one other thing that I'll probably talk to you about in a week or so. But that's going to do it for primer. We appreciate you watching. See you in the next video.